Hello everyone, greetings. I hope you're doing well and I hope you have love in your heart. This is part 2 of Toltec wisdom, and I'm going to try to talk about relinquishing your self-importance, not having self-pity, and being an impeccable warrior. Okay, where should we start first? Let's start with self-importance. Uh, Here that we live in the West, in the Western culture, we have really big egos over here in North America due to materialism and nationalism, and lots of pride for our countries and all this kind of a thing. And yet, to be a warrior, um, this has nothing to do with us. Now, to be an impeccable warrior or a Toltec warrior, we have incredible amounts of personal power. We obtain vast amounts of personal power because we've stopped the mind, as I said in part 1, and we've saved energy. Now, what do we do with all this personal power? Well, what we do is we transmute it into love and compassion, as well as into knowledge. And you probably wonder what I mean by knowledge, but I will probably talk about that in a later video. But right now I want to talk about self-importance. As a warrior, self-importance is one of the biggest conflicts that we have being brought up here in the Western culture. And I'm not going to exactly tell you how you go about that, but I just wanted to say that self-importance is something that we have to learn how to relinquish. And that means based on our ego and our ego perception of how the world works. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is being an impeccable warrior. Now, to be an impeccable warrior, my now wall used to tell me that I should always tell the truth and let the cards fall where they may. That was his very words 20 years ago. And he is very right. In everything that I do and in everything I say, I always tell the truth and I'm always an impeccable warrior. And you will find that in your life, if you tell the truth, there is no need to make up lies or distort the truth when you're talking to your friends or on the phone to people. You can always tell the truth. You can always get away. If you feel like you're in trouble and you tell the truth, you clear the air and you always get away with nothing on your shoulders or your back. But some people think that they have to tell lies or expound upon the truth and make lies of something that is not really that interesting and try to make it even more interesting. But I'm just a plain and simple guy, and I tell the truth all the time, every single day, 24 hours a day, because I'm an impeccable warrior. Now, not only by being an impeccable warrior do you tell the truth, but you have to be truthful to yourself, and that means realizing your own strengths and weaknesses. Going into that and this is the stuff I'm talking about. When you stock your mind and save energy, what you do with this energy is you go into yourself and you ask yourself, are you a truthful person? Do you tell the truth all the time? Are you an honest person? And are you on the side of the light and the good rather than the dark and the evil? Um, it's like that. So the two things here, self-importance and and being an impeccable warrior by telling the truth and being truthful to yourself. Um, it's pretty obvious that in the West here we have we are bombarded every day with lies and deceptions and people telling us that if we buy a buy a better car, we are a better person for it. And to be an impeccable warrior or a Toltec warrior, we just clear across the board. We just go right through all of this stuff and we are rooted to the earth and we stand firm on our ground and we say, we're impeccable. We don't have big egos. We've relinquished our self-importance And also, something I haven't mentioned, our self-pity for ourselves. We don't have self-pity. We're self-important. And we are just impeccable, truth-telling warriors. And you will find that that's a really good way to go around about in your life, to tell the truth and to be humble and to be loving and save energy and stock the mind. Those are all the things that we do to be warriors uh, of a good standing. Um, okay, so lesson 2, relinquish your self-importance, be an impeccable warrior, always tell the truth, always be truthful to yourself, and that's it. Okay, I hope you like my simple and basic explanations on how to be a Toltec warrior. And thank you very much. And we'll see you again in part 3. Okay, bye bye. God bless.